What is up, everybody? It is I, back again with another episode of Manga Talk, where I talk to you about manga that you may or may not have heard about before. And don't know why I did that. Anyways, today I will be talking to you about one that I don't think many know about. I just randomly found it. I do know that I think it was last year it got an anime adaptation. It was only like a 12 episode one, so there's that. But I'm talking to you about To the Abandoned Scarred Beasts, which is pretty interesting. But yeah, let's start talking about it. Yeah. Hello. Anyways, The Abandoned Scarred Beasts was written and illustrated by, and this is the easiest name ever, I can't believe it, Maybe. I love it. I don't have to think about how to pronounce a Japanese name that I know I'm going to butcher, because I barely understand how to speak English sometimes. Oh, thank you. Thank you. God, thank you. So easy. Yes! Besides the author and the illustrator's name being easy, though, the magazine that I was in and still in is hard to pronounce. So, Magic, that's the name of it. Right there. I don't know how to pronounce that. Besides Shonen Magazine. The first one, don't know. Anyways, it had an original run and it is still in there. So it started in June of 2014. And right now it is in 10 volumes. I personally only have volumes 1 through 7 because for some strange reason the stores that I go to around my place do not have the other ones, and it takes forever to order, especially now, and I'll get to it eventually one day. It will be added to my shelves. But yeah, that covers anyways 1 through 1 through 7 of the volumes covers chapters 1 through 37, and it's a pretty interesting story, to say the least. That story is that it takes place after a war in the world, and you follow this girl called Nancy Schaal Bancroft, I think is how you pronounce it, as she is trying to look for this man named Henriette. Sometimes I don't know how to pronounce names. Anyways, and essentially take avenge for him killing her father, who was a monster of sorts. It's a weird story. So I'm getting ahead of myself. Like I said a few seconds ago when I was talking about there being a post-war type deal, it was essentially between these two countries. By two countries, I mean one. It was a civil war that, think of like the American Civil War, where it was North against South. But then you also add in the fact that the South had more, military, and the North was sort of entering in a little bit of a war of attrition until one day that the North decided to start making monsters, and they had their own little, like, what's it called? Unit. There it is. Wow, sometimes the language doesn't work. The unit is essentially filled with these people that get turned into monsters, and they were able to win the war for the North. And the monsters are kind of interesting because they're based off of mythological monsters that us in the real world have seen, and yeah, it was definitely they won. Unfortunately, you don't. They're monsters now, and they're like, go back to your homes. The main girl, Nancy, her father was a dragon. Got turned into a dragon, and was like, what? Who? So, the main problem is that sometimes they kind of eventually go insane. That's not sometimes, it's most of the time. So you have these people that are back home, they eventually go insane, and Hank, who was the leader of this unit, goes out and essentially kind of puts them down like Old Yeller. So, but needless to say, Nancy wasn't too happy about that, wanted to kill him, and that's how the story starts. Is Nancy trying to kill Hank for killing her father, and all those things. But it's kind of different because Nancy learns about what's happening, and Hank is dealing with a lot. He is just like, yep, I have to help these people, and yeah, it's not great for Hank. I feel sorry for him at a lot of points because these people that he's killing were people in his unit that he fought alongside of, and he was the captain of the unit. And I'm just like, man, that is depressing as fuck. Why? But it's that sort of adage where it's sort of like the last rites, and this is how I'm going to send them off. But yeah, oh man, there's so many depressing parts of this. But yeah, now that I'm thinking, it's been out like a hot minute since I read it. It's just like so much depressing stuff now that I'm remembering it. But yeah, I mean, it sort of starts off as like that revenge plot, but then as characters get to know each other, it's less like I'm going to kill you, and more like, oh, I understand why you did it. I still don't like it, and yeah, it goes from there. Then you start meeting the other people, the other monsters, which are called incarnates, if I remember correctly. Incarnate. Yep, incarnate. That are these monster soldiers that fought in this war and now are, left to go be themselves after the war. But it's kind of like, I don't know what else to say. When you think about it, it's like, oh, like they're eventually going to kill these people, and they're sort of sending them off to be like, yep, this is the time to relax. And it's sad at points, but also funny at other points. If it was just depressing sadness all the time, it would be crushing like nowadays. So, yeah, characters show up, you learn about them, and then Hank kills them. By the way, Hank is awesome. He's a pretty stand-up dude. He is the Wolfman, the werewolf. So he turns into a werewolf and is able to do stuff. So he, though, unlike the other incarnates of the group that he was part of, he's still able to function normally in society, because he doesn't look like a fucking dragon or a goddamn freaking just like, yeah, you're just gonna go out there and be normal again. Yeah, just be normal again. Yeah, it's just like, I don't know what they were thinking. It's just like how America handles veteran affairs. What the fuck? Still, the art of this, after, getting past that, still relatively good. You have, what's a good one? I probably have been showing on the screen already, but I'm rather also show you in a, what is it? Where is it? Where's a good one? There's a good one in this. I know it. There's a really good image in the first one. I don't remember. There are good ones. I just don't remember what is love. Oh, yeah, this one's pretty interesting. This is one of the incarnates that he's fighting. I could have just put it up on screen and I probably were showing pictures while I was flipping through because, you know, forget about editing and just want to show you the picture in real life. Anyways, yeah. You meet other characters along the way. You get to know them, how they're connected with Hank or Nancy, and go from there. It's pretty interesting. I need to buy more of them, and I kind of want to see where the story goes. If I remember correctly, there was a big thing that happened pretty crazily at the chapter 36 or 5. I may be misremembering that. But yeah, it's a good one. This is actually a shorter video because I don't have to explain 20 some odd volumes of Black Clover. But, you know, it's just like sometimes that's a shorter video. I like it sometimes. I have less editing to do. So, that is the end of the video. If you liked what my ramblings and would like to see more of my ramblings, then hit the subscribe button and that notification button. So many. Hit a like if you liked it. Hit that dislike if you hated it. Leave a comment commenting about why you hated it or why you think I'm weird, or just what if you've read the Abandoned Sacred Beast. Don't know why I said the full manga volume. Just, you know, whatever you're feeling. You know, feelings are important sometimes. So yeah. It's the plot gets complicated at some point, but it's not too complicated, and yeah, it's a good volume, good read. It's a good read. Yeah, this is a shorter one. Maybe I should have done a different one. Wonder that was longer, but you know, shorter videos aren't so bad sometimes. So I have been the Bearded Otaku. You have been watching Manga Talk, and I will see you next time. Bye.